Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shyamsundar, Krishna Balaram Bal Gopal, Singhadev Bhagavan. Jagannath Baladev Subhadan Ko Nitai, Tulsi Mani, Haridasa Ko, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj and the assembly devotees. Today is a very auspicious day of Akshaya Tirtya. And it's auspicious for many, many reasons. And we've gone through this a few times, the glory of Akshatirtha. So I wasn't planning to talk about Akshatirtha. But one of the things that is very auspicious to do on Akshatirtha is to read the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. So let's continue with Canto 6, chapter number 7, entitled Indra Offends Spiritual Master Brihaspati. Hearing how the demigods had offended their guru, Parikshit Maharaj asked for details, because in the previous chapter, Parikshit Maharaj explained about how the demigods had accepted Vishwarup, who actually was associated with the demons, as their guru, because they had offended Brihaspati, who had rejected them. So now Parikshit Maharaj is a little inquisitive. Oh, what happened? So what happened was, once Indra, seated on an opulent throne, surrounded by demigods, praised by siddhas, etc., served with royal paraphernalia, his spiritual master Brihaspati appeared in that assembly. So when the guru appears, one shows respect. Although Indra saw him, he did not rise from his seat or offer him a seat or worship him. Seeing Indra's transgression of etiquette, his guru, instead of cursing him, left for home. So it's very offensive. If you are a spiritual master, you enter and the disciples just ignore you. But instead of getting angry, Brihaspati just left. There you go. There's Brihaspati here. He just left. Indra realized his mistake. He condemned himself in front of everyone. He said that ignorant leaders who mislead people are boarding a stone boat. What does that mean? It means their hearts are like stone. They don't have any feelings. He decided to go and surrender to his spiritual master. However, Brihaspati, understanding Indra's mind, became invisible, left his home. Thus Indra could not find him and had no peace of mind. Hearing of Indra's pitiable condition, the demons, at the urging of Sukracharya, their guru, declared war on the demigods and defeated them in battle. Thus the demigods went to Brahma for help, for shelter. So this is what happens when one loses the blessings of the seniors. Then anything can happen. Misfortune will take place. Brahma said to Indra, "How have you acted so impudently towards your spiritual master? Due to the madness of material opulence, you failed to respect your guru, who is a self-controlled Brahman, aware of the supreme Brahman." So this is what material opulence can do. We get used to a certain lifestyle, and if anything comes in the way of that lifestyle, we become careless. So actually, material opulence is a curse in many ways, because it can make one proud, arrogant, and that's very unfortunate. That is why you are defeated by the demons. And what happens? You offend people. Your behavior is offensive, and it's impudent. It's not good behavior at all, leading to very bad karma. And that's why often the roles become reversed in the next life. Somebody's so rich in this life because they're so arrogant and they're offending people. They lose all their opulence. They lose all their wealth in the next life. And somebody who's poor, perhaps he will go to the temple or to the church and pray, "My dear Lord, I have nothing. Please give me something." And maybe because of that humility and respect for the Lord especially, they may gain wealth in the next life. Of course, this is very difficult to analyze. Karma is very hard, it's very intricate. But this is just a generalization. Anyway, so here, in this very life, Indra got defeated by the demons. He didn't have to wait till the next life. Previously, the demons were weak due to their disrespect towards their spiritual master, Sukracharya. But then now the demons are strong because they have worshipped their guru. Those who worship Brahmins, cows, and Krishna are always strong. Therefore, you must approach the pure Brahman, Vishwarup, the son of Twashta, and accept him as your guru, even though he is inclined to side with the demons. Surely he will fulfill your desires. So, interesting advice by Brahma. Why did he advise like that? Because he knew Brihaspati was so upset that he would just not manifest himself. He just would keep himself hidden. And that would always be a problem for the devatas. And he didn't want the devatas to have such a problem because that would be an imbalance in the universe. So he wanted the demigods to defeat the demons. So he advised them, go seek a refuge of Vishwarup. The demigods who were on the level of Vishwarup's parents went to Vishwarup and begged him to be their priest or guru to defeat the demons, on the basis that it is the highest duty of the son to serve the parents. So they were like his parents, even if he had sons of his own. Although the acceptance of priesthood is decried as causing the loss of previously acquired Brahminical power, broad-minded Vishwarup, who was advanced in chanting Vedic mantras, agrees to be the priest of the demigods, although they were his superiors. Interesting, this comment, although the acceptance of priesthood is decried as causing the loss of previously acquired Brahminical powers. Interesting comment. He composed a protective prayer known as the Narayan Kavach and taught this secret mantra to Indra. So this is the Narayan Kavach. Vishwarup is teaching Indra this Narayan Kavach. And this chapter 8 is all about this Narayan Kavach. Parikshit Maharaj inquired from Sukadeva Goswami about the Narayan Kavach. First, one must perform Machaman and chant various mantras, glorifying the Supreme Lord. After finishing this chanting, one should think himself qualitatively one with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, in one sense, we are qualitatively one. We are Atma, spirit soul, and Krishna is the Supreme Atma, Supreme Spirit Soul. So, we are effectively one with God in one sense, but we are very tiny. God is huge. God is all-powerful. We are his servant. So just like a fire, from a fire, sparks come out. So the spark has the same qualities as the fire, but it's very, very tiny. So in the same way, we also are spirit, soul, same as God, but we're very tiny. So we're not God. We are servants of God. But we can consider ourselves qualitatively one with God. One must pray for protection to the Supreme Lord in his various forms beginning with the 8-handed form whose lotus feet are placed on the back of Garud. And then the different prayers, different protectors, and what we are getting protection from. So praying to Matsya is protection in water and the fierce animals that are associates of Varun. From Vaman Dev, so what says the fish? Vaman Dev is it's a short Brahmin boy, is protection from the land, on the land. Vishwarup, Trivikram. Trivikram is the same as Vaman. Trivikram is when he took his huge form, where with one step he covered the earth, the second step he covered the whole universe. So we asked for protection from in the sky. Nasingadev, half man, half lion. Protection is asked for different places like the forest and the battlefield. Varaha, the boar incarnation. Protection is asked in the streets. Pashuram, top of the mountains. Ramachandra in foreign countries. Narayan, unnecessarily following false religious systems and falling from duties out of madness. Nara, unnecessary pride. Dattatreya, falling from bhakti yoga. Kapila, the material bondage of fruitive activities. Sanat Kumar, protection is required from lusty desires. Why? Because they had absolutely no lust in them at all. Hayagriva, neglecting to offer obeisances to the Lord. Narad, committing offenses in worshipping the deity. Kurma, falling to the unlimited hellish planets. Tanvantari, undesirable eatables and physical illness. Rishabdev, fear produced by the dualities. Yajna, deformation. Balaram, injuries caused by others. Shesh, envious serpents. Vyasdev, ignorance resulting from the absence of Vedic knowledge. Buddhadev, activities opposed to the Vedic principles and laziness that causes one to madly forget them. Kalkidev, the dirt of the age of Kali. These are all the different personalities when we are reciting this Narayan Kavach, one can approach them in order to give us shelter from these problems. According to the Vedic astrological calculations, day and night are each divided into 30 gatikas, 24-minute intervals, instead of 12 hours. Generally, each day and each night is divided into 6 parts, consisting of 5 gatikas. In each of the 6 portions of the day and night, the Lord may be addressed for protection according to the different names. So, these are all the different times of the day, and these are the Lords to approach for protection in those times of the day. So, Keshav, first part. Govinda, second. Narayan, third part. Vishnu, fourth part. Madhusudan, fifth part. Madhava, appearing as Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, or eternity, knowledge, bliss, evening time. And then the beginning of the night is Rishikesh, Padmanabh, dead of night, Srivatsadam, the Lord who bears Srivatsa on his chest, from midnight until the sky becomes pinkish. Janardhan, end of night. The last 4 Katikas. Damodar, early morning. And then Vishveshvara, the junction of the day and night. Dawn. So, and then there are these mantras. The Narayan Kavach talks about protection given by the Lord's weapons. So we're actually praying to the weapons. So the chakra, Sudarshan chakra, the disc, What's a characteristic? It's set in motion by the Lord. It wanders in all directions with sharp edges, destructive as the fire of devastation. And what is the prayer? Please burn Ganda Di Gandakti, our enemies to ashes, just as a blazing fire burns dry grass to ashes with the assistance of wind. The Gada was its characteristic. It produces sparks of fire as powerful as thunderbolts, extremely dear to the Lord. So the prayer, help me pound to pieces the evil beings, all these different evil beings, including the yakshas, rakshasas, bhutas, grahas. Please pulverize them. The conch, Panchajanya, filled with the air of Krishna, creates fearful sound vibrations and causes trembling in the hearts of enemies. And it drives away the yatudhanas, vamatas, petas, matras, pisachas, and terrifying Brahmin ghosts who lead sinful lives. The sword, the best of sharp-edged swords, and engaged by the Lord, praying, please cut, chindi, chindi, the soldiers of my enemies to pieces. And the shield, marked with 100 billion moon-like circles, covered the eyes of the sinful enemies, pluck out their sinful eyes. And then there are protection by the Lord's various energies. Wow, here we go. So what are these? What are the Lord's and the energies? Glorification of the Lord's name and form. So may that protect us from the influence of bad planets, meteors, envious human beings, serpents, scorpions, ferocious animals, ghosts, and sins. Then we got Garud, the Lord's carrier, the personified Vedas, worshipped by selected verses. May he protect us from all dangerous conditions. Lord Vishvaksena, may he protect us from miseries by his holy names. May he protect us from all miseries. The Lord's name, form, carriers, weapons, and his personal associates. May they protect our intelligence, senses, mind, life air from all dangers. The Lord, who is the universe, because the cause is present in the effect. May he destroy all of our misfortunes by that truth. The Lord is omniscient, is everywhere. He's all-knowing, Sarvagyan, and omnipresent. He's everywhere. May he protect us at all times, all places, with his many forms. For advanced persons, the Lord's bodily decorations, name, fame, attributes, form, and weapons are non-different. Vikalpla Rathiya, from him, and are manifestations of the strength of his potencies. Though having concluded his prayer for protection by various forms of the Lord, he again prays with one mantra for protection by Nrsimhadev. So Lord Nrsimhadev, he's very kind-hearted. So Nrsimhadev, roaring for his devotee Prahlad, swallows all power by his effulgence. May he protect us from fear in all directions, in all corners, above, below, inside, and outside. The power of this Nrsimha Kavach, the leaders of the demons will be conquered. Anyone seen or touches it is immediately freed from fear, all fear and dangers. No disturbance or danger from the government, plunderers, evil, demons, or disease. Previously, a Brahmin named Kushika used this armor to give up his body in the desert, and Chittaratha was forced to fall from the sky with his aeroplane. He threw the bones of the Brahmin in the nearby Saraswati River. One who employs this armor or hears about it with faith is immediately freed from all danger and is worshipped by all living entities. Indra, after receiving this prayer from Vishwarup, conquered the demons and enjoyed all opulence of the three worlds. So, by this Narayan Kavach, he conquered everything. Chapter 9. Appearance of Vittasura, a demon. In course of time, Indra got suspicious of the intentions of Vishwarup, the newly appointed guru of the Devatas. Although Vishwarup was a son of Prajapati Twashta, his mother, Rachana, was the daughter of Diti, who was the mother of the demons. So that's the connection. That's the connection with the demons. It's actually through the wife of Twashta, who was the daughter of Diti. Diti is the mother of the demons. Aditi is the mother of the demigods. While performing yagyas, he was in the habit of reciting the offerings to Agni, meant for Indra, Varun, and other devatas loudly, but offered ghee secretly to demons as well. When Indra found out that Vishwarup was offering oblations to the demons as well as to the demigods, he became angry and he killed him. Vishwarup had 3 heads used to enjoy different things, which were transformed into 3 birds. So, Somaras, nectar, with 1 mouth, transformed into a partridge, Francolin partridge. Wine with the 2nd mouth transformed into a sparrow. Food with the 3rd mouth transformed into a common partridge. Although Indra could have neutralized the sinful reaction for killing a Brahman, he accepted the reaction with folded hands. He suffered for 1 year. And then to purify himself, he distributed the reactions of this sinful killing because he killed Vishwarup, who was a Brahman. So it's a terrible act to do. So he suffered for a year, but then he also, in order to get rid of his sins, he distributed the sins amongst four things: earth, water, trees, and women. So that's why women have a period. That's why the trees have dew, or not dew, pus. Earth, I can't remember. And water, I can't remember either. But they have taken, they have very kindly accepted the sinful reactions from Indra. In return for accepting the reactions, Indra gave the following benedictions. So to earth, the ditches in so this is the sin, the reactions of the sins. Ditches in the earth would be filled automatically because the sinful reaction was deserts and barren land would come. For trees, the problem was the flowing of sap. So their branches and twigs would grow back when trimmed. So that's the blessing that was given. For women, there were signs of menstruation every month. But they can enjoy lusty desires continuously, even during pregnancy, for as long as sex is not injurious to the embryo. And water had bubbles and foam as a sinful reaction. And water, it can increase the volume of other substances with which it is mixed. That's the blessing that it received. With a view to avenge the death of his son, Twashta performed a sacrifice to get a son who would kill Indra. So it's quite a tough environment. Heaven sometimes may come across as a nice place to live, perhaps. Enjoyment. But we can see that there can be a lot of turmoil going on there as well. Whilst chanting the mantras, Twasta inadvertently chanted it long instead of short, with the result that he prayed to increase the strength of the enemy of Indra, Vrittasura. However, the same words can be taken to mean increase the strength of Indra, the enemy. So he made a mistake. He chanted a mantra a little too long instead of short, and it had the opposite impact. Instead of giving strength to the enemy of Indra, it gave strength to Indra. Thus, Vittasura arose from the sacrificial fire. He looked like a destroyer of entire creation with his huge body, his loud voice, His tongue seemed to be licking up the sky. Foster named the demon as Vritta, as he was the product of enormous asceticism, covering all the planetary systems. The demigods, headed by Indra, charged the demon with their soldiers, striking him with their own transcendental. Do me a favor. Hey, JD. JD, take this call. It's from that school.
What school?
Yeah.
We're going, yeah?
Yeah. Sorry. Vittasura swallowed all their weapons. Vittasura was very strong. Struck with wonder and disappointment upon seeing the strength of the demon, the demigods prayed to Lord Narayan for protection. They glorified the time factor, which is afraid of the Supreme Lord. The Lord is everyone's shelter. One who decides to be protected by others is like a fool who desires to cross the ocean by catching the tail of a dog. The Lord protected us earlier as Matsya. He protected Manu. Let him protect us. As the Lord protected Brahma at the beginning of creation, let him protect us. Oh, sorry, just 1 second.
You just check how much you're going to charge. 100 K by
100, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry about that. He protected Manu, let him protect us. As the Lord protected Brahma at the beginning of creation, let him protect us. Thank you. Has Vaman, Varaha, Nashinga, Pashuram, Kurma, Krishna and Rama protected their devotees, let him protect us. So this is Vrittasura, terrific looking demon. Actually, he's not a demon though. Hearing the demigods' prayers, the Lord appeared, first within their hearts and then before them, carrying his weapons and with 16 attendants. Then the demigods immediately offered their obeisances and prayers of glorification. He is the supreme controller, most exalted person, support and proprietor of the universe. As Supersoul, the Lord inspires fearlessness of fear, but in him there is no duality. The Lord also the devotees, also admit that they cannot understand his actual position. No one can really understand the Supreme Lord. It's unique. The Lord is the cause of all causes, Supersoul of everything, the soul and dear friend of the devotees, who has tasted the nectar from the ocean of your glories. Since the Lord appears as thus avatars to protect his devotees, so in the same way, the demigods pray for his protection from Vrittasura, begging the Lord to appear as another incarnation. The Lord expresses his pleasure at the demigods' prayers and instructs them about pure devotional service, where the devotee asks for nothing but to engage in the Lord's service. So this is very nice because the Lord himself is saying, look, if you're going to approach me, just ask for bhakti. Everything is included in bhakti, even your protection. He then advises the demigods to go to the Dichi, to beg for his bones, as his bones was strong due to the Narayan Kavach, with which to make an invincible thunderbolt for Indra, which will also be invested with the Lord's powers. The Lord blessed Indra to be successful in fighting with Vrittasura. So let's stop there. We'll see actually the glory of Vrittasura. He may have come as a demon, but actually he in his previous life, he was a great devotee. So any questions, any comments?
Hello, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So you said Vatsura was devotee before he came to demon.
He became a demon. Yeah, he was cursed to become a demon. And we'll see that in the next few chapters.
All right. And earlier you mentioned about a lot of those paragraphs you was going through. all different thing. Uh, you said something about chanting even the
Narayan Kavach.
Narayan Kavach, yeah. So every aspect, it kept saying you keep doing Narayan Kavach. Is it asking us to do, or is it asking this?
Yes, it's principally for Indra. It was
Yeah.
principally for Indra. There's no harm in us chanting Narayan Kavach, no harm at all.
Yeah.
But actually, by chanting Mahamantra, that already includes all different mantras. So we don't have.
And what's the Maha mantra? Is it Hare Rama Hare Krishna?
Yes, that's right. That's the most powerful mantra. That's correct.
And you said something about, I mean, I'm sorry this, but you said something about those 4 discipline in one. He gave his sin to everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
Tree and what else?
Water,
Woman,
women, tree,
water,
earth. Yeah.
earth, yeah. And why did he do this?
Because otherwise he would have
And
suffered longer.
he didn't wanted he didn't want, because he killed somebody.
Yeah,
He didn't wanted to take this sin.
that's right. He suffered a little bit, but then he decided that I want to give the sins to others, so that these are very tolerant personalities. Earth is very tolerant, trees are very tolerant, women are very tolerant, water is very tolerant. So he requested, look, I'm going to give you some sins, but I'm also going to give you some benedictions. And they said, yes, no problem.
So that's the reason that
Yeah.
all the people got the sin.
Oh, the
And was he out of his sin then or no?
Yeah. Yes, for the time being. Yes.
He didn't do this good to us lot.
No.
Earth, just the earth would feel desert and bad. Yeah, right. Because some of the land
Yeah.
in the they haven't got. It's like
Is desert. Yeah.
can't grow anything there.
That's right. That's
The
right.
land is barren, and
Yeah.
the trees, their branches twigs with grow
Yeah.
back, because they come and go.
Yeah.
They don't stay green all the time.
They don't stay green all the time.
Anyway, thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, can you show the Narayana couch?
Yeah. Thank you, Rianch. Very good. So I'll show you the picture. There it is. This is the Narayan Kavach.
Ah. So you just
This is the visual.
pray to it.
The way to pray is to chant it.
This one is just the picture.
Yeah, this is like the visualization of the Kavach.
Yeah. And this is not to do with Nasima Kavach.
No, separate, altogether separate.
So what are the words for Narayan Kavach?
Oh, that's in that chapter, chapter 8 of Canto 6.
All right.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. You can, I'll send you the link. You can see the verses.
You can chant?
You can chant it, yeah. But there are certain rules and regulations. You know, you have to do achaman, you have to sit in a certain direction. You have to
all right. That I can't do that.
Yeah,
it's only carry on.
Yeah, it's complicated.
All right. It's nice to listen, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Rianch, is that okay? Okay, must be okay. So
Thank you.
thank you so much. Srimad Bhagavatam Puran ki jai.